Good morning and welcome to Panama. My first stop in Panama is actually in the Highlands. So today I am in Valle de Anton. Now what's special about this town is it's only one of two towns in the whole world that is set inside the crater of a what's it called? Not a dormant volcano, is it? A dead volcano, maybe? Yeah, so it's set inside the crater of a dead volcano. So today I am going to do the India Dormida hike, which is the hike for the sleeping woman, and it walks along the part of the crater. It's about a 3-hour hike from the start, which is where I am now, and it takes you along the ridge of the crater that is shaped like the sleeping woman. It is called that because apparently way back in the day, a woman fell in love with a soldier of an opposing force, and then someone that loved her killed himself. She felt so bad that she laid down to die in the mountains, and now the mountain is shaped like a sleeping woman. But yeah, whether or not you believe that, up to you. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Apparently the hike's really beautiful. It's a good hike for sunrise or sunset. However, in the afternoons, it's been raining a lot. Like when I got here about 4 yesterday, it just rained the whole night. And then this morning I did not get up early enough, and it was raining throughout the night, so I'm not sure I could have done it anyway. So yeah, I'm going to do it today. It's currently about 10 o'clock, so my hostel is an hour walk south. So I've already walked for an hour to get here. So that's probably why I look a bit sweaty. But yeah, it should be a lovely walk. I mean, look at the waterfall here. Like, that water is gorgeous. And we've barely even started it. It says it's $3 entry. However, no one's charged me. So I don't know if I somehow walked past it or if they're not here. But who knows? Either way, let's get going. Okay, so after about half an hour of steep uphill, I've made it. I've done like the majority of the up. So you can do it either way. You can start with the steep uphill and then gradually go down, or you can gradually come up and then go down very steep. But I wanted to get the hardest bit out of the way. There are still up and downs, obviously, because it's a ridge line, a rim line. But yeah, the actual walk wasn't hard. It's the humidity and the heat that is what's killing me, honestly, as evident from the sweat. But yeah, I think if it was less humid and if it didn't rain last night, because it was quite slippery from the mud, it'd be a lot easier. But now we have the first little descent before it keeps going up and down now. But yeah, you can see what I mean about like mud, wet leaves, a little bit slippy. But yeah, we got this. Okay, so after a hot and humid climb, I have officially made it to the top. Well, one of the tops. As you can see, I'm going to keep walking along here, so it's going to go up and down a bit. But I am officially standing on the rim of an extinct volcano, and like, just look at that. That drop. So yeah, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I just sat down and just like watched the view for a bit, and the birds, there's like dogs running up and down, but there's this really annoying insect in the trees that is making a really, really loud buzzing sound, and I just couldn't put up with it anymore. Just couldn't do it. But yeah, it's getting a bit gusty. I really, really wanted to fly the drone because I think it would be absolutely stunning. I might try, but I don't know if it's going to just come up with error warnings saying the wind's too strong. But yeah, wow, this is definitely worth it. It was hard, not too hard, probably moderate, yeah, like it said on all trails, but definitely worth it. Only just done the beginning though. Still got to go like all the way to those buildings over there and then down, and then the hour walk back through town. Just ignore the hair. It's very windy. But yeah, I'm gonna go up to this viewpoint here and see what it looks like there. So the top viewpoint is just above me. I'm just sat on a rock and just wait for this view. Ta-da! So this is the town of El Valle de Anton, and this used to be an active volcano all around here. And that's the main road there, as you can see. My hostel is somewhere like right the other side of the valley, but it's stunning. Unfortunately, I do think I sweated off all of the sun cream, so I'm probably going to get burnt. But this is amazing. To think this used to be a volcano and now people live in it. Wow. The wind has died down a little bit, so I'm going to put the drone up now and see if it's safe to do so, and two, like just how it looks. Just like look at the clouds rolling over that bit. Oh. And the birds. Absolutely stunning. Definitely worth the hike. Yeah, let's see what we can see from the sky. So I did manage to send it up, however it was getting strong wind warnings and telling me to return to home because it couldn't do it itself. So I'll put in whatever I did manage to see. It was really gorgeous, like you could actually see the shape of like the sleeping woman, and like the view of the town. But yeah, what I wanted to see from it, like I wanted to fly it around the rim, but it just kept saying strong winds, so unfortunately not. But I do have tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go up that one, I believe. I think it's that one I'm going up. So I can try again there in the morning, see if the wind's a little less strong earlier, because I'm going to try and go earlier. But yeah, stunning. I'm going to keep walking along now. You can see like where those two people are. You walk along the edge there. So we've got a long way to go, so let's keep going, because I do think the weather is blowing from this side and it doesn't look very good over there. So I want to be back down before it gets too wet and slippery. So I'm hoping you can hear me, because I've got the mic on, but I've had videos where I've had the mic on and you still can't hear. But yeah, anyway, the point I'm at now, you can see this cross. Now this cross is marked on all the maps as a place to visit when you're in El Valle de Anton. However, I can't get an actual reason as to why the cross is there. Like I've asked people, I've Googled people. Some people say it might be to mark the tragic loss of the lady that died here when she lost her love of the soldier or something. But I don't know. I'll keep researching, and if I find out, I'll let you know. But yeah, I mean, if you're religious, you can just come up here and do a little bit of prayer. You'll need it after you've done the hike up. But yeah, it's very windy, so I'm going to keep moving. You can go back down to the town from the cross, or you can keep going. I want to keep going to the end one, basically the end of the trail, because then you can get a panoramic view of inside and outside the crater. But considering how strong the wind is and the clouds that are coming in, I'm not sure I'm going to manage, but hopefully. So let's keep going before the wind catches up with us, clouds catch up with us, shall we say. If at any point you feel like you've lost your way on this trail, you can just look for these pillars. So these pillars are basically, they're all the intersections for the ways you could go, and they are also like the first bit, there were like some paths that you could get lost on, and they were there. So you follow the circles with the arrows, and sometimes they have arrows either in white or yellow on here, so we're going to go this way. So it's very easy to not get lost. I am also dressed because I used to have a signal up here. That was mainly so I could see the elevation gain, so I knew when I was near the top, so I could stop basically so I could motivate myself to keep going. Because even though it wasn't it didn't take long to get up, because it was so hot, I was like, is this worth it? But it definitely is. It definitely is. And yeah, once you're up here, there are like a few little sections that are a bit difficult, but take your time, it'll be fine. Wow. So I think we need to get over there. So I'm hoping we don't have to go right down and then go right back up. Yeah, where those two people are, we're going there. So I'm not sure if that sign is actually the right way. Oh yeah, so we go down and then up there. So yeah, we do have to go back down, but not all the way down, so it'll be fine. Yeah, this is a nice walk. It's nice to see, like, when I think of Panama, I think of the city and then the islands. I don't really think of like the main bulk of the country. But yeah, it's actually gorgeous. My face is sweating, and I probably look like a mess. I've turned off the front screen so I don't have to look at myself. It probably isn't helping with the aesthetic of the video, but so we're just going to turn you around. But yeah, look, it's amazing, definitely worth it. I mean, if you have mobility issues, maybe you can't do it, but apart from that, I don't feel like you need, as long as you can walk, you don't need to be like overly fit, you can just take your time and you can do it. So yeah, let's keep walking and I'll stop jibber jabbering. I'm just sat on a bench on the top of the rim of a crater alone, and I've been just walking alone. There's like, the only two people I've seen do the whole thing are those two people that I've referred to in the video, and no one else has. Most people either went up and went back down, or a couple of people went down at the cross. I haven't seen anyone else come the whole way, and it's just amazing. Like, the view, even though it's not changing, it's stunning. Like, look at as far as you can see, it's just green mountains, and then just the green town and the rim around the outside. It just makes me wonder what this looked like when it was an active volcano. Yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. Just FaceTime to my mum, she's at work in the dark while I'm sat on the rim of a crater. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's another cross over there. So I don't know, because there's a cross there and a cross there. And apparently people say if you look from above, it looks like a cross. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I should probably get a move on because my phone is saying it will rain in a couple of hours. And even once I'm back in town, it's an hour walk for me to walk to the other side of the town. So I want to do that before it starts raining. But I've been loving it. I've just been sat or walking around, just listening to music. alone in this stunning place. Yeah. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so after about 5 hours since I left the hostel, so 4 hours on the actual hike and an hour walking in town, I have made it to where I am ending the hike. You can continue on up to that hill there. However, there's one just the other side of these trees that I just did, and now I'm here and I've still got to walk like just over an hour to get back to town, and I'm quite tired. So I am ending mine at this cross here. I'm just sat looking at the view. I really enjoyed the hike. I'm really glad I did it. And yeah, it turned out to be free because no one's tried to charge me, so that's good. The only thing I would say, bring sun cream, because I sweated off all the sun cream in the first half an hour doing the steep hike, and then I spent the next 3 hours basically walking along the rim of the crater in the sun, and I definitely feel sunburn. I probably look it, but so yeah, bring sun cream, bring water, and just enjoy yourself. It's an amazing place. You're probably not going to see a lot of people, with some stunning views, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. So tomorrow I think I'm doing that one just there. I think it's that one. So yeah, I will head back to the hostel now. I'm gonna shower for sure, and then chill for the evening, and then yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Good morning and welcome to day 2 in El Valle de Anton. Today I am doing the Cerro Cara Iguana hike or something like that. I'll put the name on the screen, I can't remember the hike. So there's basically like 4 or 5 hikes around the rim you can do, and this is the second one, and it's also the last one I decided to do. It's another one that's good at sunrise, sunset. However, I didn't want to walk alone in the dark up or down it, so we're doing it in the middle of the day. As you can see, I got very sunburnt yesterday, so I'm now covered in sun cream, so hopefully I don't get burnt again. But yeah, I've been walking for about 45 minutes. I'm going anti-clockwise, and I'm currently just walking up this dirt track. I keep hearing cars, as though there's cars coming up, but then they don't come up, so who knows. But yeah, anyway, let's start moving. I think I heard some people talking in the hostel about doing this hike, and they said it was good, so we'll see if it was this one or if they were talking about a different one. But yeah, anyway, enough talking, let's start walking. Okay, so I've been walking for probably just under an hour now from the hostel. The first 20 minutes were flat, and then since then it's just been like a steep incline. I met a couple that did the same hike I did yesterday, the La India Dormida, and they've given up. They've actually turned around because, like, look at it. It's just this steep gravel road the whole way. But yeah, so they gave up. But I'm not going to, because we just got to get to there and then we walk along. So basically done it. Look how far down the town is. So yeah, I'm not giving up. I will admit it does feel harder than yesterday, even though at first I thought it was going to be easier because it's not like steps. Like yesterday it was like uneven rocky steps up a waterfall or up next to a waterfall. This is just a gravel road, so I thought it would be easier. But no, like the gravel is like moving underneath your feet and it's very steep. It's hard. And I think it's hotter today and more humid, which is probably obvious by the state of my hair and sweat covered face. But yeah, either way, the view so far is stunning. So I'm going to keep going up. I believe we go up here, walk along, and then come down this one. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to wipe the sweat off my face first. But yeah, I'll see you at the top. So after an hour and 50 minutes of walking, I have made it to the top of Mountain View. It's very windy up here, but honestly I'm so hot, it's quite nice. So you can see yesterday this mountain, that's the face, And then the body of the sleeping woman that I walked yesterday. I think I actually ended up walking... Where did I walk to? That's the road I walked. I think I walked to here, where you see that like dark green patch of trees, and then there, and then I walked down the road, back all the way over there where the hostel is. You can climb to here, however, because it is very windy and it's a very narrow path, I'm not doing that today. So yeah, I'm just going to sit here, enjoy the view for a minute. There's a nice view behind me as well. And then I will continue on. We're going over there still. Can you see it? Yeah. But no, that was hard. I don't know if it was hard because I did such a long walk yesterday that my muscles already ached a bit. I just also don't feel as motivated today to hike as I did yesterday, but it is still a gorgeous view, and I am still glad I did it. At the minute I don't know which one I would say is better. This one has the views further away from Panama, farther across Panama. That one did have some of that towards the end. I don't know if I preferred the one yesterday. I just realised I've got sun cream or tissue stuck to my head. Give me a minute. There you go. Well, you can't say I'm not authentic with what I'm filming. It was tissue from dabbing the sweat off my forehead because the sweat was burning my sunburn. But yeah, no, I don't know if I enjoyed yesterday's more because it was like new and exciting, and I was just so shocked by how good the view was of literally being on the edge of an old volcano. And like, don't get me wrong, the view is still absolutely amazing right now. Amazing. But yeah, at the minute I'm leaning towards, if you only have time for one hike, do La India Dormida. Not only because it's stunning, it is also a lot less likely that you're going to get lost, because here there's no like signs or posts to tell you where to go, and there's a lot of crossing paths, whereas there it was nicely signposted. But no, I if you have time, still do this one as well though, because that's just amazing. And I have a feeling when we walk around there, the view across to Panama, apparently on a clear day you can see to the sea. Oh my god, you can, look! You can see the sea all the way over there. I don't know if you can see on this camera. I'll zoom in on my phone because this doesn't zoom in as much. And I'll put a picture in if you can see on the camera. I didn't expect that, honestly, because it's so cloudy. I thought I wouldn't be able to see it, but no. This is amazing. I'm very glad I did it. And I will pick the camera back up when I start moving again, but I'm going to sit here, have a drink, and just admire the view while I can. And just like that, I am back down at the bottom. I enjoyed the hike, I admit. However, I wouldn't say do it alone. There were some bits that were very overgrown, and it was very hard to tell which way you were going. And it did start raining, and I was kind of worried about being up there alone in the rain because it was so slippery. However, if there's people with you, go for it. I also personally wouldn't recommend going for sunrise or sunset unless you are very confident hiking in the dark, because it was very uneven. But yeah, it was gorgeous views, and you could see like all the way to the sea, and it was nice. But yeah, don't go alone. wear long trousers because it's very overgrown, and yeah, same as yesterday, sun cream, water, snacks. But no, I've enjoyed my time here. The other things to do in the town are go to more waterfalls and you can swim in them. Unfortunately, it's been quite bad weather in the afternoons, so I haven't had a chance to do that, and I can already see the clouds. It's going to be bad today. Or the other thing is, because it is a volcanic crater, they have natural thermal pools that you can go to, and that was what I was going to do today if the weather held off. However, looking at these clouds and the weather forecast says thunderstorms, don't think I'm going to be able to do that today. But yeah, I have loved my time here. I'm very glad I managed to come here. Originally I wasn't going to, because I was going to do the San Blas Island tour from Colombia to Panama, but that got cancelled last minute, so now I'm doing one that returns to Panama and starts in Panama, and I'm starting that in 2 days, so make sure to look out for that video. But yeah, that gave me time to fly here and then come to Valle de Anton and do these couple of little walks. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I'd highly recommend coming. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure to hit the little notification bell, and then you get to see the San Blas Islands, which are coming in a few days hopefully. So see you then.